Gotcha. Well, we will go straight into questions for you, and we will kick things off with Peter Strada. Go ahead, Peter.
Thanks. Ben, you started off the season perfect in the first two races on both iterations of Daytona, but haven't won since then. Are there any concerns over being winless since February?
No, pretty chill, to be honest. How are you, Peter? It's been a while since I've seen you, by the way.
Yeah, great to see you.
No, not really worried. I think we'll be fine. Ship's not really sinking. There's no holes in it. Seems to be pretty solid. It's made of metal, and yeah, we're just gonna keep on floating on. So, season resetting here. We're just gonna kind of calm down and kind of rebuild some momentum and not really focus on doing anything crazy. We don't need to go out and win a race right off the bat here. The big thing is kind of let the other people make some mistakes. We got some youth in the playoffs and some rookies here. So we'll see if they can make some mistakes for us and maybe pad our points a little bit. And we'll see what after the dust settles after Gateway, what we need to do. But I think the first step is just kind of take that first step and then, evaluate and see what we need to make for goals.
All right. Thanks, Ben. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Our next question will come from Marty Sikala. Go ahead, Marty.
Hey, thanks, Sam. Hey, Ben, thanks for the time. Hope you're well. Kind of piggybacking off of that with ThorSport being back in Toyota after the January announcement, or the February, I should say, combined with the successful start you had, plus how scary the Tundras have been, is this possibly your best opportunity to win a championship? And if so, why?
Yes and no. Up to this point, it's been the best season I've had. Now I really truly see the season resetting. This is the most bonus points I've had going into the playoffs. So yeah, I've got the best chance now based off bonus points, but that's about it. I mean, it's anybody's race at this point. It's anybody's championship. So I wouldn't count anybody out going into the Final Four, and I certainly wouldn't, try to make anyone the favorite just yet. I know the four truck has a lot of wins right now, but we've seen the regular season champions go out and not make it to the Final Four. We've seen regular season champions get into trouble in the playoffs. And for us, we just want some quiet races, consistent races, link some stuff together. And I'm not putting any pressure on for wins. I mean, the truth of the matter is there's 10 of us and there's only 3 of us that can win at any one stage. So it's not like everybody's going to win. Sometimes there's back-to-back winners. So I'm just trying to be calm. We're kind of reset as a team and pull off of ThorSport's long history in the sport. They're gonna have, go back and look at everything they've done as a team and come up with the best plan, the best resources moving forward. Because I do think it's our best season we put together, but with everything resetting now, more point. I think it have the best shot to win this year, but anything can happen.
And you just touched on it with John Hunter. Outside of a guy like him who's been the guy to beat, who's your biggest threat in the playoffs possibly?
I don't know. I would say John Hunter, Sheldon Creed, Todd Gilliland. I'm going to throw Matt Crafton in there because he just seems to just get it done. When the time comes down to it, he just finds a way and he gets it done. I would say those 4 are the ones that come to mind right off my head.
All right. Thanks, Ben. Good luck these next few weeks.
Yeah, thank you.
Our next question will come from Zach Albert. Go ahead, Zach.
Great, thank you. Ben, as best as I can tell, I think this is your 4th playoff appearance. You kind of touched earlier saying, let some of the playoff newbies make a mistake and kind of capitalize on that. Is there something to be said for having experience? I think only Crafton has more than you in terms of, being postseason ready.
Yeah, I think it's a help. I wouldn't say it's like a huge advantage in this day and age with the quality of drivers that are in this playoff field. They're all very good. They all know what they're doing. But the benefit of the experience is just putting your blinders on and knowing how to focus and not letting the emotions get to you. So it is an advantage, but it's not the end all be all. I mean, you still have to have speed. The truck still has to handle. It still has to be fast. So yeah, I mean, having a great Tundra is what gets you in victory lane, but the emotions certainly play a factor, and that certainly can cause you to make mistakes. It can cause you to be not on your A game. So yeah, my first year in the playoffs, I remember being so nervous and constantly thinking about it and being stressed. And now I would say I'm a little bit like Crafton. I'm pretty relaxed. He's so relaxed. He got here, I think, 30 minutes late today. So I'm as relaxed as it gets. Maybe as I get older, I'll get like Crafton, but I tell you what, it's amazing what a few rounds of the playoffs can do to you, and it's as intense as ever. But I'm not feeling it like I was the first time.
Gotcha. And this is also your first year with Rich as your crew chief. How has that communication gone as you guys kind of jumped out of the gate real quick and then have kind of churned on through the season as well?
Yeah, it's funny because I told him, I was like, man, the best we ran is when you took zero feedback from me and you just set up the truck before we even knew each other. We showed up. I found out Rich was my crew chief like 2 weeks before Daytona. So really I knew Rich, but I didn't really know Rich like a driver and crew chief are supposed to. So we got to Daytona and we got to the road course and found out we didn't even really have communication for like loose and tight. Like, what's our scale? What's our number? Are we doing a 0 through 5, a 1 through 10? Like, what are we doing? We found that out. And it's just amazing that, we got those 2 wins right off the bat. And I told him, I was like, man, coming into the playoffs here, we need to do what we did at the beginning of the year, just win a couple and then we're good, kind of joking around. I said, so I'm just going to disappear. You're going to act like you don't know me. And we're just going to kind of do everything over again. You just have zero feedback from me because however you set them up at the beginning of the year was awesome. And that was where we left it. I was halfway joking around, but then also was pretty serious. Like, just do what you know how to do, which is setting up race trucks, look at the old notes and, forget about whatever we tried to develop. Just set up trucks like how and what you're good at. And we'll see how that does at Gateway.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Our next question will come from Bob Hawkers. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, Ben, with all respect, calm and chill are not 2 words typically associated with you on the track. So how do you manage, trying to keep that? How do you manage trying to be calm, but yes, have the aggressiveness you need, obviously, to get the finishes you need?
Yeah, it's a balance. Been a good balance for me, actually. I'm up to the race pretty calm and chill. And then about, I don't know, a day after the race, pretty calm and chill again. Even up to the green flag, I'm pretty calm and chill. It's in the race truck. Yeah, you're right. I'm really aggressive in the truck. I try to be at least, and that's just the product of the racing. I mean, look, the field is so close now with these Ilmore motors and, with everybody's very close. And passing now is so hard. There's not as big of a speed difference. It used to be before the Ilmore motor package, actually, that, you could pass guys like a Jordan Anderson or whoever was a lower budget team that maybe could build a really good truck, but they couldn't, get the motor package that they want. They're you guys. It's not like you just blow their doors off now and they're out of the way. You've got to make passes now. You get to the back, it's harder to come to the front. You're in the front, it's harder to make that pass on the next guy. So everybody's racing a little bit dirtier now. Everybody's racing a little more aggressive than before. And this is just from the time that I've been in the series since 2014. I made my first start. In 2016, I went full time. So just in my short time, I've seen that change. So yeah, all I can say is I've got good folks around me. Past couple of years, I got some really good coaching from TJ Majors who, kind of helped coach me along. I've got TJ Bell on the roof now. I've got Rich, who's like insanely calm. He makes me mad how calm he is. I'm like, are you even listening to me? And he just, okay. He's like Eeyore without the sadness. He's just so calm. So I don't know. I hear what you're saying, Bob, but I don't know how to answer it. I feel like over time I was like the puppy that was excited about everything, and now I'm like the dog that you got to kick to get up. So it's a little harder to get a reaction out of me, I think, but reaction.
Thank you.
And then we have one final question for you from Deb Williams with Racing Today. She says, you started the season with 9 top 10 finishes in the first 10 races. Since then, you've been less consistent, having 1 top 10 and then finishing 15th or worse the next race and then repeating the pattern. What do you think caused the inconsistency and what have you done to regain it?
Bro, there's a fire. We got to put that fire out. I don't know. I need to call my crew chief though, because them are some stats. No, I tell you, I mean, we talked about it. We talked about it last week. We were honestly trying a few things. So that's some of the bad finishes. We got wrecked at Watkins Glen, didn't really fully recover. Knoxville, we got a penalty when we shouldn't have really got a penalty. Should have probably got it under caution instead of green, if any penalty. So that was a little bit of an issue. Both races we had to recover. I can't remember before that because I'm a driver and we have peanuts for brains. But I'm going to say that I'm going to blame it on something else. That's probably what I'm going to do. Is that right? Does that sound right? Drivers blame it on other things. I'm going to blame it on something else.
All right, Ben, thanks so much for your time and good luck in the playoffs this season.
Thank you.